You want me to make my prediction?
Yeah.
They're trying to push Flakko out now.
Who?
They're trying to push Flakko out now.
Out of here. They love Flakko.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
They love Flakko.
Let me tell you why. Flakko, he doing his own thing. He making his chili. He making more doing his own thing than he's doing over there. His whole format, they copying that shit now.
Well, this is
Ain't
where
no
I gotta disagree.
How?
Flakko has come to me in front of Adam and said, Wack, can you help me do this, this, and this outside of no jumper? And Adam have a problem with it.
But taking his formula, what he's doing, and putting it on the no jumper page?
Well, whoa, what you mean? What is he doing?
He doing that now.
What is Flakko doing?
Flakko goes, when something happens, he goes home, he makes his clips that say, this is bad, all type of shit like that, right?
Yeah.
He's recapping what's going on in the universe. Now, Adam got somebody that he hired that's making the same type of recaps for his channel now.
I don't think Adam's tripping. Oh, you talking about he just did it? It's some new shit?
It's some new shit.
I don't be knowing about none of that shit.
But what I'm saying is, it goes back to what the problem was with us.
Step his game up.
No, it goes back to the problem that was us.
So if you're doing something, nobody else can do it.
Nah, that was the problem. The problem was, and part of that text message when I left, see, one thing people don't know, the underlying, I still got the text message, I'll show it to you. The underlying thing of that shit was, I want to focus on people that's doing shit exclusively for this channel. That was another thing too. So it's like, okay, it's gonna come a point that our yeah.
Adam said if you keep talking,
if it's come a point,
he's gonna show the video and y'all just out bowling. I don't know, bro. That's just what he said.
He said out bowling.
Was you bowling with Adam recently? Did you ever bowl with Adam?
Nigga, fuck that nigga. Hey,
He
look.
really got you emotional. Hey, look,
we chilling.
For a white dude to have the
That's your
groove
homie.
emotional,
That's your homie.
I fuck with Adam. You all right?
That's your fucking homie.
I fuck with Adam. I fuck with Adam. You all right?
Since we talking about homies, man, let me get serious though. Why are you bothering your homie, man? This is one of the niggas that I used to see you running with, fucking with, out here in these fucking streets.
Which one?
Now you are fucking bothering this young man named Big U.
He said, young man.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's start off.
You are bothering him.
He never liked your ass anyway, okay? We got into it over Tiger, because he was, right? He never liked your ass.
That's maybe why he changed your name.
Hey,
because I didn't tell you back then, it doesn't mean anything now.
Hey, that may why he changed your name. He call you C-Rod.
No, you know what it was, though? You know what it is that he had been, and I never spoke on this, he had been taking jabs, right? And I ignored it, and I should have ignored it. If you go back, he was doing interviews. I think it might have been the Breakfast Club and a few other things. And he was saying shit like, if I would have been on the street, wouldn't have been no death row. If I would have been on the street, niggas couldn't have been regulating the way they was regulating. And we would just kind of like call him and like, yo, bro, you kind of making it seem like some other shit. Why even speak on that? Because when you came to the street, death row helped you. He got out and immediately caught a case. Niggas paid for his attorney, all that shit, helped him fight his case, right? So he had started doing that, and we didn't know where it was coming from. This shit is up on the internet. So when I got the call from Alan Grunblatt that he did what he did, right? I was shocked, and I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, maybe he went in there, Suge was on the phone, Suge said some crazy shit. He gonna call and tell me. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna call and tell me, yo, I went in there, I didn't know this nigga Suge was gonna say this, boom, 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 boom. After a week, we called him. My nigga, what's happening with this? Because y'all knew the line we was pushing. We had a real table.
No, got a real table,
Niggas
sure.
was like, niggas sharing all the resources, all the shit. But I think what it come down to is that, and I told him this, he like, Wack, ain't nobody help me with my artists. I said, bro, you only want to sign niggas from 6-0. It's a bunch of niggas want to fuck with you that's more talented than what you got, but you are caught up on just what you caught up on. Nigga, until they show us some movement, you know how this go real, we don't want to burn me calling in a favor for this, that, and the other, and ain't nothing there. 3-4 years later, ain't nothing happened with them, right? And then you starting to do little weird shit, you know, little baby bluster with a feature. Then you crossing it with some other weirdo shit to where it's shit going on. My relationship with QC is what it is. If I'm standing with you over here and we not a part of that play you tried to run, I can't have them looking at me like I was a part of it. So once I seen him try to run a play on me, I didn't say nothing. But when niggas start accusing me of being part of the police program, you can go to the internet. They thought they like, yeah, nigga, ain't no way he doing this and you ain't. The only thing saved me is when they went to Pacoima to see the program was there, I'm nowhere on it. I never knew what that shit was. Like, niggas really thought, and I started to remember, I'm like, they like, yeah, nigga, the BlackBerry. I'm like,
how is that your best friend?
Oh.
And you used to sleep in his house, right? You used to go to his house.
I would go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I would go over there.
You used to do all of that shit. You didn't know nothing about what he was doing.
But listen, no, I had no idea. I knew about the Crenshaw coats, graffiti removal, and the backpack giveaways. I would write checks for like helmet and shoulder pad, because he was only charging the kids $100. That wasn't enough to do everything. So we would all donate to the football shit. It was part of the Snoop Dogg League. We didn't have a problem with it. Nigga, growing up, my coach bought me cleats and shit. I would come up there, do scooty bike giveaways, get my artists to post, all that. But it wasn't until niggas started accusing me, nigga, like I knew. Nigga, I have never seen no shit like that in my life. Nigga making $1 million, $2 million, and then I'm watching this shit about what you gotta do. Nigga, when I saw it, I didn't eat for 4-5 days. Because now my mind is racing. I had no idea that that's what that was. This ain't the other program. It's another program used to be out, like Unity 1 or some shit like that. When they used to do like park shits. No, this ain't that. They gotta meet at the 7-7 division, nigga, with the gang task force. It's an annual situation. They started him off at $550,000 a year. After 3 years, he did such a good job, they increased him another $440,000, and you gotta report hotspots, drug locations, gang violence, gang participants, all this shit. This is why when the Nipsey shit happened, I just find out from Lil Rose, the nigga had me thinking I gave him a bail. The paperwork say they let him go. Because when it happened, he went out there and knocked Nip out, right? And all the shit happened, the Rumble, Black Sam came out, did what he did. When everybody broke and got on, by the time they caught it with him, he flashed the motherfucking grid. Oh, I'm part of the grid, I'm over here trying to stop it. And then turned around and was, yeah, he's the one did this, he did that. I'm thinking I done gave some bread to bail the nigga. Shout out to Black Sam for giving Rose the paperwork. He said, let Wack know what he thought was belling. This nigga was the one, he turned to the ones kicking it off to like, oh, I'm just here trying to stop it. Because that's part of his job description, right? It's a terminology in niggas' paperwork to where it tells you it's the grid program who gave the police the information. They identified him as such.
How do you exactly sign up for this job?
That I can't tell you.
So is this the one where they saying they got one for every hood and somebody has to take it? What is that?
That's like a Unity 1 thing when niggas was like regulating the parks and shit. And that was, that's just niggas trying to police their own neighborhood. This shit, you gotta meet with the mayor, 7th Street Crash Division. They assigned him a fucking BlackBerry phone. And I used to ask him, because Big U's not he ain't one of those dudes that's
tech
like,
savvy.
Yeah, tech savvy. I'm like, what the fuck you doing with a BlackBerry, right? Oh man, I'm just used to having it. So when when I bait him in to come to Clubhouse, I'm telling the niggas to ask the questions that he think is against me. What's up with Wax saying with this BlackBerry? I ain't never had a BlackBerry. I got the content. I released the shit with you in the backyard with Suge with the BlackBerry. Time and dated. That's you, right? Why you denying the shit? Right? Because now it's coming out, it's spelled out that you've been issued a BlackBerry phone to communicate with 7th Street Division Crash Task Force, right? And your job is to turn in guns, let a nigga know where the hot spots are, and if you don't produce, they don't renew the contract. By the time I find out the contract, 9, 10 years old, only thing I think developing options is power on the football, the graffiti removal. It was like a continuation school over there that I visited, talked to the kids, and backpack giveaways. I don't know nothing about this other shit. So when dude said, whack, we went in He said, nigga, you probably on the one in Pacoima. They go pull the one in Pacoima. I know the nigga that's on the one in Pacoima.
Who said that you probably on the one in Pacoima?
Damn, what's the nigga name? Star Wolf. Some nigga named Star Wolf, a blogger. I think he got the hundreds or something. I don't know. I know he a crypto, been to the joint.
No, because that's what I was saying. There is something that I've heard that everybody, like they got one for every hood and shit like that.
I don't. This shit called the
It's
grid.
different though.
This is straight police, turn in information. If you are not performing these things, they terminate your contract and give it to the next motherfucker.
So he got a quota.
That nigga went from 550 to 990, and my man just said, whack, he's at damn near 18.
How the fuck he know?
And the dude that told me, you know him.
No, I know him.
You know him.
No, nigga, you know him. Don't put that shit on me,
He's
nigga.
a rapper.
Oh,
He's a rapper.
hell no.
Well-known rapper.
Shit.
He called me. He from y'all side of the track.
I don't believe that shit.
Swear to God. I call
I
him.
do
He from
not
out
believe
here?
that shit.
Yeah, nigga, when I get off the death, I'm going to call the nigga when we get off the air.
I don't believe that shit.
You want to put I like them shoes. 11,
Yeah.
want to put a bet?
Yeah, we can.
You
What size you wear?
I'm going to call 11. I can bet the nigga. No, I'm going to call him. But
Call
I'm
him.
going to be real. It's like, right now, it's the streets is a myth, bro. It's like they doing sweeps. It's a lot of niggas that get the popularity vote. And it's like, because if I would have had any of that kind of shit tied to me, niggas would have hung me and crucified me.
Oh, people waiting for you.
They'd have hung and crucified. I'm only the way I am, bro, because I did all this time, put in all this work, went to the hole, took cases that wasn't mine, did all this shit. And when I came home,
Nobody gave a fuck.
it wasn't nothing for it. So now, my only reward is, you over here like you us. Fuck you. We gonna expose you. And what a lot of these niggas was doing, they was saying this old school shit. If you ain't gonna do nothing to them, you can't say nothing about it. That was the way the rats was staying beneath the radar. No, we got a new movement. We're called the exposers. We don't want to do nothing to you. We don't want to kill your buzz. We just want to
Put it out there.
put a light on you so the next nigga that might be dealing with you, we might save his life, right? Y'all continue you dealing with him. We don't give a fuck, but you have been exposed. That's it. Eddie Boy called me on my way up here from 6-0. He said, yo, whack, DA called me, the police report, we got everything else on him. Because when he went to jail with Eddie Boy, he snitched under another name, alias. So I paid the paperwork to pull that. I got it where it shows this alias is Eugene Henley, right? So now Eddie Boy, who got told on, he going to get the police reports they wouldn't give them to me to show all the statements that he read for 18 years, the statements. He got them. He said, whack, they coming. I got to get a nigga the money, it took to get them. And he going to bring them reports this week. Eddie Boy from 6-0. Don't get mad at me because your homie just called me.
So 6-0s don't got a problem with you no more.
Ain't all the 6-0s, they never had a problem with me no
So
more.
because that incident you supposedly had at the Nokia, I'm saying under in the parking garage.
We
they were
definitely had an
supposedly-
incident.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what they said it was. I
Okay.
keep telling them to release the footage. I be looking like Superman.
That nigga, what's called was there.
Ain't nobody stupid.
OT was
Wack
there.
is out the car.
OT was there. He
In
told
the
me he seen you
garage?
too. He told me he
Yeah.
seen you.
Nigga, one thing, listen, my nigga, it was definitely an incident, right? It wasn't an incident. It was a situation. And, it was going to go the way it went, but dude ain't, he is who he is. I learned a lot now that, and it's funny how y'all work. I got to say y'all, because the inner city LA, I've noticed, bro, and salute to all you survivors. These niggas will start a conversation, twist it, tell this nigga this nigga that, knowing he did it, and niggas disappear. I'm watching the triggeration. Bro, once we started exposing shit, do you know how many niggas is calling me, hey, Wag, you don't know me, but I'm such and such, I'm locked down, the nigga did this, look over here, you will find this. These is they homies.
Before I get to my next question, I want to ask you this. I always wanted to ask you this. How do you feel about when niggas always be like, nigga, from Pacoima, nigga, you ain't from Compton, nigga, you ain't no real nigga, Paul Rule, Mark ass, nigga.